Okay, first thing on the agenda is to approve the February 27th, 2024 City Council meeting minutes. Are there any changes, additions, deletions?
The date needs to be changed to 2024.
Martha, I missed it. Martha.
And our agenda date is 2023 also.
We want to go back a year.
No.
Oh, my word, they're all of you.
Oh, man. That's the only thing that
So changing the date to 2024, are there any other changes? I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes as changed.
I make a motion to approve the February 27th, 2024 minutes with the change of the date. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Reports. Kurt, do you have a report?
I just have a small report. Training has been going really well. Want to thank all my volunteers. We have a event coming up this weekend that we're going to do medical for. And we are starting to make our purchases for our grant, our fire reductions grant, and we have applied for a staffing grant.
Rob, do you want to explain anything on the staffing grant, or do you want to go here?
I don't think there's any point at
Okay.
this juncture to talk about staffing.
Okay. Okay, then, your financial report? Yeah.
So. All right, let's start with bills. So you can see we have about 354,000 in the bank right now for the city in total. We've got some big expenditures coming out. We've got 7,000 to CIS. That's paying back a deductible that was related to the water main break. And of course, we paid Kiko out of the grants. And then we've got 48,000 going for that tractor for the fire fuels reduction grant. And then I think that's really it. We're up there. You'll see that there's a negative estimated remaining cash. We've already transferred 100,000 to cover that. So just FYI there. And that you guys have the bills in front of you. We can review the invoices and everything.
Any questions on the bill? No. Okay, then on the appropriation.
Okay. Appropriations review, I think we've noted a little bit here in early discussion, there's two areas that we need to be worried about. So where we should be at this juncture in the year, we should have 25% remaining or more, right? Everything is pretty solid, until you get down to materials and services for water fund. We only have 16 or 17% remaining. We're probably gonna need to, modify the budget for that. And then sewer fund will definitely, personal services, we're gonna need to modify for that. Just as a reminder, where we come up with these budget numbers is estimates based on prior years. And so actual costs can exceed and change.
Okay, any other questions? No? No? I would entertain a motion to pay the bills as presented.
I make a motion to pay the response bill as presented.
We have a question.
Okay,
We'll see at the bottom on the monthly, on Valley-wide propane for the museum library. Is that a monthly expense?
I
It's a
think,
periodic expense.
Periodic.
It's
and the
not.
library pays half.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is since we're doing all these different grants for things and stuff, I think we need to look at one for a possible grant for a heat pump in the museum library so that we can offset this cost here, because this is pretty high.
We do that I think it's a good idea, but if we do that, we could try and work it with the library because they do pay for half that bill.
Right.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Okay.
Do you know off the top of your head when the last time they filled the propane tank?
If council desires, we can track this better. We've never really attempted to track where those are at. But we can start marking which one and how much each time we fill.
Yeah, because I did tell Tim to go out and start with the ones that we have at the fairgrounds and make that tank number one and paint the number one on it. So you just want to give it a stencil and do that. And then tank number two would be here at the library. Tank number three would be at the shop or at the schoolhouse. And then tank number four would be the shop.
Right.
That is one issue, is that it's been inconsistent on what Valley Life calls the tanks. And so tracking an individual tank has been somewhat difficult.
Yeah, we need to, definitely do.
Because if we do that, and if we keep them in that row, in that order, then it'd be simple enough to say tank number two, it would be that one over there.
Right,
Because that's the furthest one out of the fairground.
yeah,
I believe it was done in February. There was a 501 in February.
In February.
I think it was in February.
Yeah.
just wanna look at cutting down some of these fuel costs pretty soon.
Okay, I made a note of that, yeah. Because, yeah, the library just said we would contact Perry and see if he has any ideas. Okay, any other changes,
No,
questions
first,
on the bill?
oh, people. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying, we can still have this on the table.
I know,
Okay.
okay. I
I've made the motion. You second.
have a motion to pay the bills as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Vintage races, I'm gonna roll those, he's not here yet.
Yep. Big apologize, he just texted me about
Oh, okay,
5 minutes ago, he's at Deer Creek. He doesn't get off the creek, so he's
okay. Well, we'll just, we'll go down to, we'll give him a few more minutes, we'll go ahead. On here it says Forest Service, thinning operation. The Forest Service, contacted Matt, and they want to start doing some thinning up above using Sheep Creek Road, and they were asking the city for permission to use the road. The question for us is if that's really a road that we can give permission to, so we need to go back to them and see if they have an easement to go across, if they have the easement on that road to go across private property. Because there's a question on that, so we haven't really. And then in 2027, they want to do thinning up above the water tower that's up on Forest Service land. And then they'd be going up, I believe it's Badger now?
Yep.
And again, we're gonna have to put some stipulations as far as them doing, dust abatement, road repair, this type of situation. So we really haven't got back to them, because,
You're gonna do that also on the one that's up on
yeah,
Ibex too, because they're gonna be driving through town.
well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues we have there with them, so, but until we decide on the Sheep Creek Road, we can't even give them permission,
So, well, yeah,
not ours.
you can get to there and that's far as you go.
So anyway, that'll be tabled until we get a little more information from the Forest Service.
Doesn't it list that Sheep Creek has a Forest Service easement on that?
It lists that, but nobody's seen it.
It could be Forest Service and then East County too, so.
Yeah, so I mean, we can't give approval to something that,
Right,
you know, so.
Part of it's on private
I think
property.
so.
The one other thing to add for new business, I'll just add it now since we're waiting for Jay, is April 5th and 6th is locked and loaded.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
April sixth, fifth,
April
sixth,
5th
and
and 6th.
seventh.
5th, 6th, and 7th?
Here's Jake.
Okay, 5th, 6th, and 7th?
Yeah, that's the weekend they'll be here, and the sixth is the weekend we want to hold a community breakfast for
Yeah. Okay.
and use the school. Like we have 7 years, I think.
And I assume the schoolhouse is open, nobody else is using it, okay? Okay. And what time does the breakfast start?
Probably start serving between 7 and 7:30. They like to get out early on their adventures. So probably wrap up 10 to 10:30.
And that's open to others?
Yes, that is open to the community.
Okay.
And we usually get a lot of support. And we appreciate it.
Does anybody have any issues with that? No.
No.
Do you want to go ahead and make a motion to volunteer to the community center for the breakfast? Anybody does want to motion?
I want to make a motion that the volunteers can, serve breakfast in community center for the Lockton Logan. I'll second your motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Jake,
Thank you.
vintage races.
Maybe.
Well, that's it. What, yeah.
I haven't been to the track yet, but
And have you turned in any paperwork or
I have
anything on
not.
this yet?
no,
And have you acquired your insurance and everything?
I've got insurance for just,
Okay. Because we'll need a copy of the application and also a copy of the insurance in here.
Yep.
Before they start.
yep,
So, and it's going to be when?
Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yep.
With 60 degrees.
It's gonna, yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, honestly, so.
And what time does that start?
9 o'clock.
Is there a possibility if it warms up and the track's bad that you'll cancel it
Yeah.
last minute? So
Like I said, I just got up there, I'm gonna go look at it right now, so.
that's this weekend, so if you have the things in to Matt, sometime this week, we just won't catch the check until we know for sure if we're gonna handle it.
Okay,
We're not. What are we doing? We don't need to plow the parking lot. do
They
we?
get it today.
Oh, they did do it today. Okay. So the charge on that was what?
why did they file a parking lot on town, is the question.
I guess because it was tore up and they needed to clean it up, that's what they said. That was what was suggested to be done.
Who'd that come from?
Well, I thought the last meeting we talked about
There he is.
plowing again before the, the last meeting we talked about plowing it before the. Okay, so yeah, if you get a form from Matt, and get that filled out.
Okay.
You, anybody have any other questions for him? No. Are we going to go ahead and approve this one? Do I have a motion to approve the race for this weekend?
I guess I got one other question on who paid for the guys, the fuel up there. Was that in that last meeting?
I was told that this was going forward, that's exactly what I was told, and I was told that the money was coming from these guys here. And I said, okay, because they were gonna do $350, because everybody knew that it was a done deal. And I was told it was happening. And the guys had time to do it today, so I sent them out there today to do it.
Are you aware of that, Jerry?
I am not. There was only, what, 4 inches of snow up there?
Well, probably closer to 6, but that's okay.
And I drove in there on Friday, parked my trailer, and lived in there. It didn't need it. You can get in there without it.
So then once again, okay, the city overstepped its bounds and therefore we will never do it again. Done.
Yeah, just wondered. Okay, so do I have a motion to approve the women's races for this weekend?
I'd make a motion to approve the vintage snowmobile races for Saturday.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Old business? Oh, I think I need to jump back to Rob. We need to schedule the budget. Do we need to pick some dates now or do you want to
However
wait?
you guys wanna do that.
Or do you want to wait and see if the committee, I think last year we did it May, June, didn't we?
Yeah, we got plenty of time. It's July 15th is when the final budget's due. We have to meet 2 times, figure 1 a month before that. And so May, June is perfectly fine.
Okay. So we'll make some phone calls and then get a hold of you. What's up on the audit?
Yeah, Jordan, talked to me today. Looks like we'll have he's out, we can't get us the audit right in a second, so it'll be, Thursday, is what he said.
We're supposed to have it on
But
Thursday?
yeah, we're supposed to have the audit in hand on Thursday.
Okay, I'll call you. So
I don't control it.
So we can push it on,
Yeah,
so,
because I'm tired of talking to USDA.
me too.
They just pick one or two of us to call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, move on to the next one. Did you have something?
Yep. Can I run up there real quick and check
Oh, yeah.
it before the meeting's over?
Well, yeah, go ahead. It's probably gonna be over pretty quick, but go ahead and go.
Okay,
Yeah,
it won't be.
You won't be back.
well, check back. Somebody might still be here.
Okay.
Okay,
We wait.
so call Rob on Thursday. Okay.
Maybe like Thursday end of day, I don't know.
Friday morning.
I just want you, I want USDA to just
I do too, but
quiet.
they're not gonna be off us because we're now behind on the 23 audit.
Yeah, USDA is been bugging us to the audit for like a year.
Should be getting better and easier to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah.
It just took forever for some reason. But good luck finding a different auditor, so that's just the state of the engineer. I just bid on one that, I was the only one, well, actually, it's even out of cycle, and they called me direct, so they, with the RFP, got no response. And they called me directly, like 6 months later, and they're like, hey, since I know you, would you be willing to bid on this? Like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm the only one responding to one, and I'm 6 months after they closed the RFP.
I know, pretty,
These guys are gonna do the last audit, aren't they?
2023.
Three.
Dwight,
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
understand, I'm sure they will.
yeah,
It's not gonna be on Thursday though.
yeah.
Well, no, but I don't wanna scare them too bad.
Now, is this audit 22?
Yeah.
The one that they're releasing is 22. Yeah, they really helped us out early on and got 3 of them, or 2 of them done in 1 year and then 1 shortly after. And so we were caught up-ish, and we've always been late ever since we got behind those 3 years, what, in 2018, 2019 or something like that. And then now we're just, because it takes so long to get one done.
We're slowly catching up. Okay, counselor comments, Daryl? Anything?
No, not really.
Marcia? No.
No.
No? I do,
Hallelujah.
I do this, I do. I just wanted to give an update. Water tower, we had a meeting today with Eco through Zoom, just on an update. A lot of materials have been ordered. The water tank is in transit. So, it's a tentative to be here April, May. So, you know, it's slowly going along. And then yesterday we were advised that we got our, fiscal year 2024 federal funding for phase 2 of our water project, which will include our meters. So that we wouldn't get the funding probably until later this year, so that would probably be starting for next year. So there was a question, you know, we were waiting to see if we'd actually get it, and we just got the email that we were awarded $1.365 million for our phase 2 water project. So that's slowly moving forward. And the wastewater project met with Eco today, and we're getting ready to start ramping that up a little bit and do a final design, and then it will go to get funded fully to start. They'll go to final design in August and then for funding for next year. So it's a lot of moving parts. It's going, it's a slow progress, but it's inching along. Okay.
Yes, the community center grant, they got the website up for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still waiting.
There's a website for the community center grant. I'll get the link and give it to Matt. There's a link that you can look, and because of the type of grant, they had to put a project website up, and so the Cody Consulting put a really nice website up. So I will get the link so everybody can look at it. It just kind of keeps you updated on what's going on with that.
They're just generic pictures on
Yeah,
there, that's
the
not the
pictures there
actual.
are not what the community center is gonna look like. She just went out and like kitchen, she showed a nicer kitchen, and an ADA bathroom, it's just generic pictures, but it's just giving you an idea of what the grant went in for. So,
Is there any projected date on starting one school, or is it
No.
still in the
no, this is just, we just,
preliminary?
yeah, this is gonna be, this will be for next year. Yeah, this is just a grant, again, it's another federal grant.
Has it been awarded? Or are you just in the application?
No, this is just an application for the so. Yeah, okay, public comment. Okay,
Small tomatoes, so that's pretty good.
so I motion to adjourn,
I make the motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, we're adjourned at 4:25.